All right, fellas, let's move on to some entertainment. Favorite Shelton Benjamin moment. I'll go first. Him being drafted to Raw in 2004. The first two matches against Triple H, he won. Not to mention in 2004 against Backlash when he fought the Nature Boy Ric Flair, he won that one. And also my other favorite Shelton Benjamin moment, the match between he and Shawn Michaels. Great match. You're talking about two great in the ring performers in Shelton Benjamin and Shawn Michaels. The one in which Shawn Michaels hit Shelton Benjamin off the top of the rope with that the sweet chin music. And the most hysterical one was Shelton Benjamin, Mama Benjamin. You remember champ Shelton Benjamin, he was on Chris Van Fleet's show, and it was actually Vince's idea for Mama Benjamin. He was asked by Mr. McMahon, according to Shelton Benjamin, how do you feel about having your real mother come in? And he was like, absolutely not. There's no way I'm going to expose my mother in the locker room. But the Mama Benjamin character with Shelton Benjamin, that was funny and hysterical. And also, I watched Shelton Benjamin's AEW debut against Leo Rush. Still, Shelton Benjamin still keeping himself in fantastic shape. Impressive in-ring performer, doesn't get enough credit. Also, let's not forget a great product, Ohio Valley Wrestling. You know, there's him, Cena, Randy Orton. It also is another testament to how great Jim Cornette is, champ. Because even though, yes, we do goof around and joke around about him being colorful, but still, just how brilliant, how knowledgeable he is about wrestling. And to have a guy like Sheldon Benjamin there as well. Not to mention, he and Brock Lesnar, weren't they like teammates at the University of Minnesota?
Yes, they were. I
Yeah.
mean, the two magnificent athletes. I mean, wrestling national champions, and hey, it is. I mean, spectacular. I know he didn't go as far as we would have liked to seen him, but Shelton Benjamin was definitely one of the great ones, bro.
What was your favorite moment of him, champ?
Oh man, when he joined Team Angle.
Mm.
Team Angle was one of those stables that is very, very underrated. Because Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin was a very, very good tag team. And I will have to say, man, look, when he joined when the Hurt Business was formed, I loved it. The Hurt Business was one of the best stables. I mean, that they were entertaining. They could wrestle. They had, MVP was pretty much the speaker of the group. They was, and I hate to put it like this, they was like the Black Evolution. You know what I'm saying? It was that good. And man, seeing him being on Team Angle and being on the Hurt Business, that was something good, man. Like I said, Shelton Benjamin, I wish they would have kept pushing him to the moon like they did when they first got him. Because for him to beat Triple H twice, and then it seems like then after that match with Shawn Michaels, it seemed like, what are y'all doing with this guy, man? He has so much momentum. It's just like they stopped him right in his tracks. Former Intercontinental Champion, former Tag Champion. Um, I hate that he didn't get the push that he deserved, man. But for him to be part of Team Angle and part of the Hurt Business is that's the shortest of spectacular. Like I said, the black version of Evolution was the Hurt Business.
BRF.
Oh boy, arguably the greatest wrestler of our generation to not be a WWE champion. You could say Shelton Benjamin. He was a he's a different breed. Um, if I had to honestly, I'll say this: my favorite Shelton Benjamin moments are whenever he was in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Mm.
Because he, in my opinion, he had moments that carried like every single time he was in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Like WrestleMania 21, the very first one, where he ran up the ladder and clotheslined Chris Jericho off the top of the ladder. Still to this day, still one of the coolest spots I've ever seen to this day. To run up ladder rungs and to clothesline a man in one motion. I mean, the athleticism is just ungodly. The spot in the second ladder match where he ran up the ladder, where the ladder was leaning on the top rope and was able to just do a top rope flip onto the guys on the outside, just insane. And the spot in the Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania 24 where Carlito and Mr. Kennedy threw him off and he did the front flip on the ladder, through the ladder to the outside. Like, Money in the Bank spots in him is just, you knew something crazy about to happen when he was in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Those three moments stand out for me. But also, the super kick spot, Shawn Michaels, that the Gold Rush tournament. Yeah, that super kick spot is like that spot's been immortalized. Like, you can still see that spot 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day if you watching YouTube clips of like highlights of greatest, most extreme moments. So it's just, that moment's not going anywhere as well. So, but yeah, for me, my favorite one moment is the Money in the Bank, the WrestleMania 21 spot, running up the ladder and clothesline to Chris Jericho, because that was just peak athleticism, Shelton Benjamin right there. And yeah, and like Champ said, I still feel like the fact that he didn't get one world championship reign, I think it's borderline criminal. He should have got at least one.
Mhm.
Mm, excellent, guys.